Cedar Point Fishing Pier. Guys, it's too windy to get the drone up. We wanted to get some drone shots, but it's just too windy. But if you Google this here in Alabama, Cedar Point Fishing Pier, and you know, Alicia, we've been to some pretty crazy piers. We got the Pirate Pier down there in South Padre Island, Fulton County Fishing Pier, Galveston Fishing Pier, 61st Street Fishing Pier. We've been to some pretty crazy piers, but this one, it's like a tree. I mean, there's piers going everywhere. Check this out, guys. Let's go check out. Maybe we can talk to a couple of fishermen. Come on. So you can kind of get a little view of it here, Alicia. You can see how you get on the pier, it branches to the right, or you can go straight, it branches to the left, or go straight, it makes a T. I wonder how long this pier, if you count all the breaks, how long it actually is. We're gonna ask if anybody has any luck on catching any fish. Boy, it is windy. I don't know how I'm keeping my hat on. I don't know where this wind came from. You got something? There he goes. Got him? Hey, at least it's something.
Oh yeah.
Looks like what you catch, Keith.
Throw him right back out. Catch a big one. With a fish finder.
Yeah, it's called a fish finder rig. It's from the East Coast. I haven't seen many people use it up here, but it's very, very effective.
I've never even heard of it.
What it is, the weight is attached to here, right?
Yeah?
Instead of the egg sinker, so it doesn't beat up your line. Slides right up and down. You put a barrel swivel there.
Yeah.
Fish can take the bait. Very similar to egg sinker, but it doesn't have the roll of the egg sinker.
I get it. So did you do this yourself? Did you make this own leader yourself, or you buy them?
I own my own tackle company, actually. It's called Slammer Tackle. But I'm
Slammer Tackle, out of where?
It's actually deceased right now because I dissolved my business because I moved down here about 6 months ago. But I was like I did it for 30 years.
Wow, that is pretty ingenious,
and
man.
I've been fishing on running my own tackle company. I've been actually fishing since I've been about maybe 5. And now I'm 60s.
Yeah.
61. I just turned 61. But I've actually fished for everything from tuna to trout.
I'll be darned. So you've been there 6 months. How you like it?
Love it.
Do you?
Well, I've been coming down here for a long time.
So you have. I was going to say, how did you just one day you came to Alabama and said, man, this is where I'm coming.
Well, it's a long story. I met my wife at a bar up in New Jersey. Right?
Here we go.
Right at the bar. And we get along really good and all this. And anyhow, to make a long story short, like 6 months later, I went down here on vacation to Fairhope. But our parents are very avid fishermen like me, and we've hooked up. I like to hunt and fish and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've been coming down here for about maybe 15 years, and I said, you know what? It's the best life I ever did. Best meal I ever did.
We're here at Jimison's Bait and Tackle. Hope I got that right, man. Alicia, if you come down here, guys, to Alabama, you go over the causeway here, you can find you a hotel, some place to stay, all kinds of places to put your boat in, man. There's a boat rent right across from the bait camp here. There's one down the street, a couple on the other side. We're gonna go inside and see what kind of bait and tackle. Alicia Corville's got to get some boiled peanuts. Alicia Corville, let's go inside. Let's get some peanuts. find out a little bit about where we are here in Alabama, and if we buy or get our bait here, where we going fishing. What bait do y'all actually sell? When you can get them?
This shop right here carries a little bit of everything. It carries live shrimp, bull minnows, live crabs, fiddler crabs. They carry dead shrimp, dead squid, mullet, and they carry all your tackle needs here at Jimmy's.
What about your hours?
They're usually hours of operation from about 5 to 9. During the summertime, it's about 4 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes they're here to 12, 1 o'clock at night.
You said, and we got a new owner, but you said this bait camp is old.
This bait camp has been here as long as I can remember. It originally started by Harry Jimerson's father, and it's been through a lot of storms. They've always rebuilt, but Harry owned it for years and years and years. And Brian Gibson and Shelly Gibson, they purchased it 3 years ago, and they took it over, got it from Harry. Harry wanted to get out of it, and they've been doing good with it
ever since. So if I come over here, get my bait, first I got to get my hotel right across the causeway, but you got a boat rent right across the street here. Where am I? If I put in here, where am I going?
If you put in here, you'll go in Mississippi Sound, is what we call it. We call it, goes into Porterville Bay. You can fish the west side of the causeway. We'll bring you all in there, and you keep going south, you can go to Dolphin Island fish. Or if you go through the bridge, you'll be in Mobile Bay. But a lot of people that fish here, that launch here, they fish, we call it past the bar. And they'll fish in the hole right out here by the bridge, deep hole. They white trout fish, they fish that edge, and they catch flounders. You catch a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Around the bridge, they catch sheephead in the wintertime.
We were coming over the causeway, and over to the right side here, I guess that's your east side,
Yes, sir.
we saw like, I don't know, 20, 30 boats all clumped up together. What are those guys doing?
Okay, the oyster season started.
Oyster season.
Oyster season started in October. Right now, only the east side is open. That's Mobile Bay. All right, they're over there harvesting oysters this year. In a few weeks, the west side is going to open up, and they'll be working the whole west side. But what you see out here everybody over on the east side, they all huddled up there. They catching oysters with their dope.
That was so cool. Hey man, appreciate the information. It's good meeting you.
Nice meeting y'all.
Yeah.
I hope y'all have a good
day. Yeah. We're going to ask the professionals here what kind of fishing license we actually need. I'm 65, Alicia's not. We're non-residents. Okay, so if I'm resident, what do I actually need if I'm here in the state of Alabama?
If you're going to be fishing in saltwater, you just need a saltwater fishing license.
Okay.
The only other thing you would have to have is if you were planning on catching mangrove snapper, red snapper, something like that, a reef fish. You'd have to have a reef fish endorsement. Other than that, that's all you need. Unless you are going into the freshwater section, which, of course, then you just need a freshwater license.
Now I know in Mississippi, the saltwater covered everything south of I-10, and the freshwater was everything north. Is that kind of the way it is?
We do the same thing with that. Anything south of the causeway, which is the northern border of the saltwater, anything south of that is considered saltwater. Anything from this road right here, which is Dolphin Island Parkway, if you take this road and go down 188 and go that way, anything inside of those is considered freshwater. Anything outside of those is considered salt. And we take that around. It pretty much makes a horseshoe around the bay.
Did I read that right here on the pier, at the Cedar Point Pier? You don't even need a fishing license to fish on that pier? Or
For Alabama residents.
if you're a resident, okay.
If you're an Alabama resident, that pier is the only pier in the state that has a true pier license, where they pay X amount of dollars a year for the license for people to actually just use the pier. So if you're an Alabama resident, you can go there, you can fish on that, void of any license you need.
That's really cool.
So the 7-day, we can get the 7-day.
Yes, sir.
Is it cheaper to me because I'm over 65 than it would be for Alicia?
There's no price difference on
There's
it.
no price difference.
No.
Okay. So if you're a resident and you're 65 and older, you don't need a fishing license.
The only thing that they get as a resident being 65 and older is a saltwater angler registry. And that's free. That don't cost anything. If you were to buy a 7-day, it's going to come on the 7-day anyway. And what that does, all it does is track how many people that is fishing. So we know even the people that have a lifetime license, they still required to get that.
I think I read that. They still want you to come get the quote unquote free license
Yeah,
to track
it's just to know that, okay, yes, you have a lifetime license, and you still are fishing when it comes down
that's
to
cool.
quotas and stuff like that.
So you still need the license, you just don't pay for it.
Yeah, that it's literally just a saltwater angler registry. It just says registry on it. It's literally just to know how many people are actually fishing.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome. Hey, good information. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. So we got to go get some license. Stay tuned for more Where's Fish.